talk about prices.
Seems a bit steep. So I guessed when the Nexus Pariah box came out, I said I'm gonna guess 35 quid for the heavy intercessors. So let's see if I was right.
Heavy intercessors at £39.50.
$39.50.
£39.50. That's a lot. Are they actually £39.50?
So here's the thing: is it a lot?
Yes.
So,
yes.
what you're paying for, and I've sort of had this sort of realization a little bit because the Sigmar stuff, I've seen some of the prices of that. It's been talked about on Twitter by a few people. So Kirioth, I think, was talking about it.
Yeah.
And it's like this box, this much, this box, this much for 10 models. Here you go. That's the thing. And then for 3 models, the bats are going to cost you 30 quid.
Yeah.
So are we expecting a miniature when you buy a box of toy soldiers? And I mean, look, the detail it's there, right? You're not looking at like Reaper quality miniatures. Sorry, Reaper miniatures. I know you're, great and stuff, but your minis are a little bit jelly baby. Yeah. You're not getting that example. You're getting something that's really, really well made. Is it unreasonable to look at your intercessors and go, I'm paying £8 per model? The detail you've got, the extra bits in the kit that you've got, sure, there's not a lot of posability. That's something we have to sort of deal with if we want slightly more interesting looking sculpts overall.
Jay, I've got it. Thanks, Steve. We appreciate it.
Well done, Steve. So is 8 quid that outside the realms of okay?
Let's have a look.
Look at the price of an action figure these days.
So the prices for this week's pre-orders, obviously a huge amount of pre-orders this week. So the prices have been shown, leaked. I guess it's a leak. These are the prices for this weekend. Now, there's quite a lot to look at, but probably some of the main interesting ones are the price of the blade ones, which are £31.50.
£31.50.
Which seems very high to me.
I genuinely thought they'd be 25 quid.
Yeah.
My guess is on the Pro Next stuff. 25 for those. 22.50 for the Chronomancer. Not far off.
22.50 for the Chronomancer. Or 23.50 is like a bit toppy, but it's understandable. It's a character. They always like to charge more for those. It's about right for those.
They're going to tell yes, so you have to. That's the way it works out.
Yeah.
Same with the Marine. But Heavy Intercessors I thought would be 35.
It's Heavy Intercessors.
And then call it 40. 15 for the top. Which means then...
So £39.50.
If you bought Pariah Nexus, you're £71 for the 2 troop choices. Then another £47 for the rest. So that's £118. And what did it sell for? 105.
95.
95.
Yeah.
There we go. So there was a good saving on that box.
Yeah. But as Sparkplug has said, £31 get you 70 points of blade ones.
Oh, that's nothing. Buy a bit of Nurgle. Go and enjoy that one.
Oh man, that just seems so like 35 quid for 5 troops was a bit toppy, but it's like fair enough. And yeah, Brexit is a piece of shit. Coronavirus is another piece of shit, and having them in one sandwich is not very good for anyone's wallet, whether you're a CEO or just a regular customer. Nobody likes that. Fine. But man, £39.50. Jesus, why didn't they just go 40 quid? I've done, because it's just as insulting. I think that's quite expensive. Quite again, 35. You're like, but 40 quid for 5 dudes. I mean,
again,
aggressors are like 30 quid for 5, maybe for 3. Sorry, comparatively they're about right. But I think aggressors are expensive.
you So you can't buy the easy to build kit anymore for aggressors, can you? You just have the normal aggressors. And because there's 2 different loadouts in there and everything else, I actually don't think that's an unfair price to pay when you look at the quality of it. I appreciate I am somebody that is in a privileged enough position to be able to afford the hobby, the way I want to play it, and things like that. And this isn't a flex. This isn't me, trying to be the big I am or anything. But I would rather pay a little bit extra money for a very good quality kit than pay a little bit less for something that isn't as nice looking, isn't as nice to go together, all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So exactly. For me, yes, it is expensive, and I'm not debating that. It is not a cheap hobby at all. But I'd pay it. Like, I do pay it.
Yeah. Someone just said that, so get eBay scalping prices for Pariah X's were just about right. They're just about the same.
Brilliant. Well done, funny. eBay.
Yeah. It just feels a little bit much, because you're gonna want, if you want to run a Gravis army, you want 3 boxes of heavy intercessors. That's 120 quid, before your discounts or whatever. It just seems a little bit,
It's a lot. It is a lot.
It is.
But if I want to run a knight army, my first purchase is 100 quid for a knight.
Well, yeah, but that's 500 points of your army as well, and it's a big model.
Yeah.
Whereas for 35
3
quid,
units
I can
of heavy
get 10
intercessors are 420 points.
Well, yeah, but for 35 quid, I can get 10 intercessors, which have the same. They don't have the same guns, but I've got 10 of them.
That's true.
Feels like you get more of it,
it's certainly in terms of the
physical model count.
Payout for it, I've got 10 instead of I've got 5.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. In terms of the kit, the heavy intercessor kit, I actually quite liked.
Don't get me wrong,
I don't like
nice
the fact
models.
that it's not superposable like the intercessor kit actually is.
And the only real option is the magazine. There isn't many
and the
spares.
choice of heavy bolter or not. Basically, that's kind of it.
And that's a magazine as well. It's the same model, It's the same heavy bolter. You just change the magazine on it. So it's not like you get options. It's 5 dudes with bolters, I don't know. Seems a lot. Seems a lot. It
is a lot.
I've got 2 boxes. I'm probably not going to buy any more. I bought 2. I was very lucky. I was able to review a Pariah Nexus, which I didn't pay for, which is great, obviously. But then I bought another one because I wanted more intercessors and another Chronomancer.
Yeah.
So I'm quite lucky, I didn't even pay for one of mine, but it just seems like a lot. If I was if I didn't get a free one and there was no Pariah Nexus, I wouldn't be buying heavy intercessors because I'd be like, nah, it's just too much. Me personally.
So you might not be. And I have bought mine because I'm going to have a Deathwatch army, and I want to run the kill team that has the heavy intercessors. So
it'd be wicked.
I have to buy those guys. The thing about this is that normally when something is very highly priced, cost per unit is big. It is because Games Workshop think that they're not going to sell very many of that thing. They need to recoup hundreds of thousands of pounds back for molding, designing, shipping, having people writing the rules for, and all this, that, and the other. And that's why you see characters priced more per model. So in this case, $23.50 for one chunky marine with a super bolt gun, as opposed to £8 for one chunky marine with a super bolt gun, because they'll sell less characters.
Yeah, for sure.
But normally, you end up seeing the new units come out, and they're super good because, if you see, it's a sales thing. They want you to buy the new stuff instead of keeping buying the old stuff, because you've already got the old stuff. But heavy intercessors, am I missing something, or are they just not quite that good?
No, they're just cool. They're just cool. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not meta breaking. It's not like Valrak's obviously gonna go out and buy fucking hundreds of them because he's got more.
I saw his thing. He wants to buy 69 boxes or something.
Yeah, something daft. It's cool. That's great. Love that. Excellent. But they're just cool. They're not good on the tabletop. They're not like, they're like better than Intercessors, but Intercessors don't do much. They're not better than your more elite stuff. They're not like
I'd say they're not better than Intercessors because Intercessors are cheap.
Yeah.
And they fill that hole of like, I just need to get something on a backfield objective. These guys will do fine.
Mm-hmm. It's
so I don't see their slot on the tabletop, and normally that's what drives the sales, right? So you haven't got a really important reason in a competitive sense, whether it's a tournament competitive, where you just want to be big in your local hobby shop to buy them. They're not cheap, so you haven't got a good financial reason to buy them.
Yeah.
So why are you buying them?
Yeah.
Who's still going to get some?
Yeah, exactly. Still on the show has made an interesting point. He said, do you think GW just look at the second-hand market and then match the prices? Because it's happened twice now. It'd be interesting.
Well, they say that the worth of something is what somebody is willing to pay for it, right? That's a defined worth.
Yeah. What if they're supposed to be like 20 quid?
Sell on eBay?
Yeah, they're like 20 quid and then they went, oh shit, they're selling on 40 on eBay. So let's just make them
I mean, I hope
50.
not. Because if they ever re-release as a like made-to-order Curse City, it'll be £250.
Well, you can buy that this weekend. Direct only, but you can buy most of it. All the models are coming out. Have you seen? So what the fuck are you doing, Gateway Shop?
eBay, you can buy a cheap set of tiles and the rulebook and stuff because somebody bought it and flogged the models, and then you can go to the Games Workshop direct and buy all the bad guys.
Probably spend 900 quid on just the bad guys, then have to buy a box of zombies and skeletons for the convenience.
Yeah. So, okay.
Like, what the hell? What's going on? Tell me! Just tell me what's going on. It'd be a great video.
Like some assembly required, but we don't normally expect to have to assemble the parts of the box from different boxes.
My God.
That's a mistake.
I think what the problem is, like a little bit of a tangent, Curse City, prices, everything. It's hard to know what's going on. It feels like you can't keep up. So it's like, okay, what's going on with Curse City? Because you just said it was going to stay out and then it didn't. And there's so many conspiracy theories about like, oh, maybe it's an IP issue. Because I know we're talking in your chat. The name of the city, is it like Mournhold or something? It was Curse City is called Ulfenkarn, but that's what it was called after it was taken over by Radikar. Before that, it was called Mournhold. And in ESO Online, well, Elder Scrolls Online, there's a city in there called Mournhold, so maybe it's an IP issue. Maybe it's a cardstock issue because of the fucking Suez Canal that was blocked for like a month. And they couldn't 15% of the world's shipping couldn't get shipped out anywhere.
Do you know what I think is really interesting on this price list? I've just noticed this.
What's that?
So you have Big Fat Space Marine Captain, 2350.
2350.
Lilith Hesperax, Tiny Slip of a Lass.
She's got a big foot though, don't forget.
Yeah, they got a club foot. 2650.
She's got a big rock base as well.
She has got a pivotal rock. But then speaking of pivotal, I think it's a tree in this one though. Radikar the Beast, Gigantic Beast Lord, Enormous Mini, 3150. There's not any real consistency
for
there.
£4, but you can get like it comes with like 3 models on that miniature as well. It's the Beast and 2 Vicross Bloodborne.
That's right. It's 2 little gimpy slaves that they sculpted testicle hair on. So thanks for that, GW. Someone's gonna have to paint them that hair.
I just don't get it. What's going on? But then it's like you can go out and buy the models. So is it an IP issue with the characters? Probably not. What models don't come on that sprue? It's the Gravekeeper, and then zombies. Zombies you can buy separate.
You can just buy zombies if you want. I mean,
well, yeah, exactly.
The Curse City ones are cool, but I'm not going to break a leg over getting them.
Yeah, but now you can buy them separately. They come in a box now because they're a Soul Blight unit. So you can buy 20 skeletons.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it's 40 quid, however, but it's like 20 skeletons or 20 zombies. I just don't. I think the annoying thing is just no one knows outside the company knows what's going on.
They have a wheel that they. No, it's even better than that. Did you ever watch the episode of South Park where they try and work out the plots of Family Guy, and it's a load of like seals or dolphins kicking balls out of a thing? Yeah. That's what they do. It's just this is the UK, and so instead of it being like seals or dolphins, it's pigeons.
Yeah, exactly. So if anyone wants from Games Workshop wants to come on for a cool interview and have a chat about everything, that'd be great. I'll pay you. I'll give you half the ad revenue. It'll be a great video. Let me know. Give me a shout.
I would love to co-host that. I'd pay to co-host that. I'd give you ad revenue to co-host
Very
that.
much.